You're watching the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's NRD. It's you, it's me, it's NRD. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is TND. Welcome to episode 164 of the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. So like last week, we kind of don't have much to talk about. We do have some sad news to report that this past week in wrestling, we lost two legends of the industry. Legends for two different reasons. But good reasons, I should say. Like, they're not bad reasons. First, we lost Ole Anderson at the age of 81, I believe, 82. Passed away on last Monday, I think. I think it was Monday. But Ole Anderson, of course, one of the original Four Horsemen. I feel like I had learned this before, but I had forgotten it, that Ole and Arn Anderson, not actually related.
Huh.
I could have sworn for the longest time, and I think they were advertised as like cousins.
They kind of look like each other.
They look close enough that you can believe the lie. It's not like when they brought in Lance Von Erich and said, "Yeah, he's one of us. Come on in, pal." No, like Ole and Arn look a lot alike. You can believe.
I'm not. I won't lie and say like I read that and I was like, I don't know who that. Like I read it like it's like Ole Anderson. So I'm like, oh. Is that like Arn Anderson's like nickname in the biz? Kind of wild. And
could have read it as Ole Anderson.
I didn't really get it. But like, yeah, I mean, he was one of the OGs, right? Like,
well, I don't know if he did both and I'm mixing them up, or just did one and I'm mixing up. I believe he was the voice of the Shockmaster when Fred Ottman went through the wall, but like it was Ole Anderson doing the voice, like, "Sid, come at me, Sid." And then can't even say it with a straight face. What the fuck?
Right.
But then I believe he was also the voice of the Black Scorpion.
I don't know
which was the Black Scorpion was like
it was Ric Flair in the mask.
It was a Ric Flair in a mask thing, and I think it may have been against Sting. Like Sting was battling the Black Scorpion, and they were like, but they brought in the Black Scorpion because they had to Ric Flair had some sort of falling out or something with WCW, and like he went away for a short stint. Now when he went to WWE, but like then they're like, okay, Ric Flair's gone. Now we need a new opponent for Sting. So they had like the Black Scorpion come in. They had no idea who was gonna be him, and then they were like, fuck it, Ric Flair's the Black Scorpion. It was really weird.
All right.
I'm sure there's a YouTube video.
We would never do anything like that on the show ever. We would never just put anybody in a mask and put them off as somebody else or do any kind of shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't.
Great shooters on this show.
I don't know.
Astronauts, maybe, but
I don't know if our viewers have realized we're tired of shenanigans here. We're very serious.
Yes, we take stuff very seriously.
Speaking of which, I think we should do some shenanigans soon.
I'm down for shenanigans. Speaking of shenanigans, if you remember the early days of AEW, there was an honorary member of the Inner Circle when they talked about Chris Jericho's legacy. And Chris Jericho's legacy and potential was described as the Olive Garden breadsticks, unlimited. And the man that said that was Mike Soul Train Jones, a.k.a. Virgil, who we also lost this week.
Today.
Lost him today as our time of recording this on February 28th. I'll be honest, man, that sucks. Like Ole Anderson, right? I wasn't a big NWA guy or WCW growing up, so like I knew who Ole Anderson was. I knew his historic significance in wrestling.
Like way before any of our time. Ole Anderson was an old retired guy by the time any of us were even started watching wrestling.
Yeah. Whereas like Virgil, I'm wearing my SummerSlam 1992 shirt in his honor because I vividly remember Virgil on the show, the very first show I ever watched. He fought Nails, got his ass kicked, but he has this promo in the back with Sean Mooney where he's like, I sent this in our nerd chat on Patreon earlier. and he's like shadow boxing Sean Mooney, and he's like, he yells out like, Nails, you hurt my friend, the big boss man, and you cannot do that. You've got to want it, man. And he punches, and the camera cuts to and he knows that the camera's gonna cut to like another camera, and he's like, you've got to want it, man. That's why I am too legit to quit, and it's fantastic. And then he goes out there and gets jobbed out. But Virgil,
problematic for a number of reasons because, well, one, the big boss man had a Confederate flag on his outfit, so they should not have been friends. Yeah, I read it and I'm like, it can't be real. It can't be real. And it was like the only thing on Google was because I broke the news to the group.
Yep.
The only thing on Google was dirt sheets. There was no like TMZ article or CNN, like no news TMZ, but no like more credible article than like oldschoolwrestlingnews.com, like or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. And then like I saw like a couple people like wrestlers tweet about it. And I'm like, all right, now I can share this.
I don't know their credibility, but Simon Miller, for those of you who don't know, is on What Culture, and he's an indie wrestler in the UK. He's the one that I screenshotted the tweet and was like, because you said like Virgil's dead. I was like, no way. And I went to Twitter and his tweet popped up. And I was like, okay, I trusted Simon Miller, a somewhat respected internet journalist, put this out there. I'm going to take his word, and boom.
Yeah. I was bummed. Like,
yeah, it definitely stung.
I was a big Virgil fan. Like, I remember as a kid, like the boxer gimmick, the red and white striped pants. Like, I was so into that. I remember I don't remember getting his Hasbro, but like I remember having his Hasbro as a kid and loving it. I'm glad I have it now.
I have a Hasbro. I need to remind people of this story. I forget whose it was on Whatnot, but like we were watching some Hasbro stream on Whatnot, like going for them, and I'm trying to get this Hasbro Virgil, and you're trying to get a Hasbro. We don't realize we're bidding against each other. We're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, oh shit, I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't realize you were going.
I paid like $10 more than I wanted to for it.
Could have had it for like $3.
Yeah.
But as soon as that news broke, I hit up Mabel Toys.
The chin guy.
Yeah, like the Iron Chin or whatever.
The Iron Chin, yeah.
I remember what you're talking about.
Iron Chin or Iron Cheek? Cheek.
Oh, was it Iron Cheek? Yeah.
Yeah. He's got to come back.
I wish he would. Because I remember people like trying to take the family to Disney this month. Like, what? This month?
Everything's $1.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So I got a good chunk of my Hasbros from that guy.
Yeah, I was really bummed about Virgil. Like, I know like things got rough for him later in life, and I get it. So like I don't want to like remember him as this like sad old man.
Yeah.
Because his wrestling legacy was way cooler than that. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say like today, 2024, big Virgil fan. I'm not. But as a kid, like he was formative in my wrestling childhood. And like this is, I think, like as all jokes aside, because like, and he capitalized on a joke. He did so well with that.
Yep.
Like, all jokes aside, like that man till the day he died lived a gimmick hard.
Yep. And you knew like
you know that he's up in heaven right now. Got his merch stand set up. Got a big old stack 8x10. So you know there's a line. There's a line out the door. Just everybody got 20. 20s for Virgil. Meat sauce and breadsticks for everybody. You know, I mean, it's just like that's at least what I'm picturing in my head for merch stack.
I don't remember because when he like came on as Ted DiBiase's servant or manager, whatever they called it. It was highly inappropriate looking back on it.
He was his butler.
But they like I wasn't watching at that point, so like I watched again SummerSlam '92. He'd been free of Ted DiBiase's clutches, but I remember like watching back like when he does like eventually turn on Ted and like becomes his own man. Rowdy Piper is on commentary and just yell, "Come on, Virgil!" Yeah! And I just in my head, and I don't know if this is my way of coping with it. I just imagined the gates of heaven opening, Virgil walks in, and there's Piper waiting for him. What's up, Virgil? Yeah, just like in that
Hype him
exact.
up. Yeah.
I was like, oh man. But yes, Virgil, R.I.P. to you.
It's a sad one.
I
never. You thought Virgil was gonna live forever, honestly. Like
I also must say, as soon as the news broke, and here's the other thing, I now have to find his microphone because I've thought about it for years now. Like it's one of those like cheap ones. Like yeah, when I get around to it, I'll grab it. But I immediately hit up friend of the broadcast, Maple Toys, and I was like, I need Virgil with a sad face. And he goes, I got you, bro, no problem. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if he knows the news. Yeah, he just passed. I have to add it to my collection. He goes, oh, $80. But
no.
jokingly. I was like, listen,
Okay.
I understand if you need to raise the price from 20 because he's like, no, I got you. No worries. So I was like, I should tell him in case like I don't want to be that guy. Thanks. Sent you the PayPal. By the way, he's dead and probably should have raised the price. Thanks, pal.
Yeah. They say these deaths come in 3. So if I was a wrestler, I'd be like a little worried right now.
Well, we lost the rabbi from Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. I mean, was he wrestling? Or was he a wrestling rabbi?
Oh boy. Maccabi Mania 3, brother. Running wild on you. That is not a joke. Maccabi Mania was a whole separate thing. Go check it out on Wrestling with Regret. It's amazing. But so I also said this in our group chat. I think at WrestleCon they should have in a corner somewhere Virgil's table with like the Ted DiBiase with Virgil tablecloth and just have it empty as like a memorial. Yeah. Like not a photo op.
Well, they sold the tablecloth on the Pro Wrestling Tees Whatnot ages ago.
Did they really?
I think so.
I need to know who's got that. That's incredible. Here's my thing. Do you think they could make a Virgil Dark Side of the Ring? Think there'd be enough interest in that?
Yeah.
Because Dark Side of the Ring, I believe, starts the night of our recording with Earthquake, John Tenta. What a transition.
March 3rd, I think, is what they say.
Is it March 3rd is Sunday?
March 3rd, something.
Nah, man, it's next Tuesday.
Whatever it is.
Next Tuesday is the 5th.
Yeah, 3 and 5 look the same. I get it.
March something.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, John Tenta.
I have a really off-topic thing.
May I just make a point about John Tenta? Really quick? John Tenta, for all intents and purposes, in like when he is shown, is like 27 or something like that. Like I've seen that meme. It's like, this is John Tenta at age 27. And you think your job's stressful? Look at this man. And I'm like, holy shit. I always just figured he was like 50.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to John Tenta. But please, yes, go on your.
So for those of you who don't know, I'm very happily married. And one game my wife and I like to play is throughout the month, we look for vanity license plates and we pick a winner at the end of the month. Coming in hot last night. This has replaced my number 1 ever since we started this. My number 1 ever, the license plate said sick. Like S5I's K. Incredible. Last night we're driving home from Olive Garden. And I see we're at a light. I've got to poo, so I'm in a rush because it's Olive Garden. I have to poo immediately. I also spent $70 at Olive Garden.
But you know what? You didn't leave hungry.
No, I didn't. But I got a tiramisu and it was good. It was okay, actually. Their tiramisu is not good. It's okay. So we're driving, and I lose my mind because the car to my right, slightly ahead, their license plate just says hot milk. I don't know what it means. I know there's an old Jamaican rhythm called hot milk. This person lives in Holland, Michigan. They are not Jamaican. I've never screamed so loud in my car. I'm like, get your phone out! Get your phone out! I can't, I'm driving. You hate when I get my phone out when I'm driving. Get your phone out. Take a
You're gonna
picture."
spill the hot milk?
And she's like, "The lights changed already." I go, "I will follow them." She goes, "It's fine. We both saw it." I go, "I need proof. Instagram.
So you mentioned the Instagram post. My buddy Phil used to like have separate albums. He got like 12 or 13 albums on his Facebook page at one point where it was just vanity license plates. And like he'd have us like all like myself, like where in Florida is he? I forget where, but he lived in Florida and he would like have people like all his friends across the country like send him pictures. I'd be like in a line like, oh, I gotta send this one up. I saw like Batman, Salt Girl, like stuff like that. But
There's a
hot
red
milk.
hatchback. There's a red hatchback in town. Their license plate is just red car.
What's your license plate? Red car.
There's a Volvo station wagon. Their license plate is golf bag.
It's better than D-bag.
I'm getting a vanity license plate. I've made the decision. It's happening. I can't say what it is because the proper spelling is taken. But if I change an S to a 5, I can say pasta on my license plate.
Oh.
I just said what it is. Okay.
Hive tough.
I think I'm getting pasta on my license plate. I think I have to.
On your car or on the Vespa? Does the Vespa need a license plate?
I feel like the Vespa would be cooler.
I think the Vespa is the spot for it.
All right,
Could you imagine like a cop just pulling you over? I just had to acknowledge your license plate. That's all.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Stay safe out there.
I think the Vespa. Yeah. That makes more sense.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So back to wrestling.
Back to wrestling, and speaking of pasta,
how about that new Sting micro brawler?
Dang.
I think it looks great. I think it's fantastic. I'm gonna have to see it in person. Of course, there's 4 Sting brawlers right now. There's the 2 retro Sting. Oh no, there's 6.
Chase, right?
Because there's the black and white, the Wolf Pack, the 2 blonde Stings, and then the 2 USA Stings. So this will be his 7th, 8 if you include minis.
And they said it's the final. That's what Marcus said. It's the
9
final.
if you include minis.
So
No, it'd be 8 because he's got the
2
two retros, the 2 USAs, Sting and Wolf Pack, Crow Sting, and then the mini. I got 8.
What? You're counting 1 mini?
He only had. Oh, that's right, the gold.
Man.
So I forgot the golden one. Shout out to that guy.
I know his name.
So do I. Should have him on the show sometime, but not even say like why we've brought him on. Like, yes, this is our friend George or whatnot. And just
I swear he's not a spaceman.
He's not a spaceman. He's a regular boy, I promise. But yeah, no, I think it's a really cool brawler. I think it's going to be one of those that it looks better in person than it does in the picture. Just because the hand like sticking out of the jacket like against the background is kind of hard to see, but
I don't love the picture.
I think it looks great.
That's fine. I think you're wrong. I am on the fence of getting it. I realized just now in this moment, I did not order Abraham Lincoln.
Oh no. Wrestling legend Abraham Lincoln.
So I'll have to hit up that guy on the Facebook group who was always selling shit.
What up, Keith? Yeah, no, I think it looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Little tape on the fingers too. I like that.
It's cool. You know what? And like, here's the thing: is I'm really glad that they're doing this. I think, as not a big Sting guy, I loved Crow Sting in WCW because that was fun. It was edgy. It was cool. It was like alternative. I think Sting deserves his flowers.
Yep.
I'm tired of getting Sting stuff in the crates.
Yep.
But
you get one more. I think they said it's the last Sting shirt too.
Cool. I do think Sting deserves his flowers as far as he's done a lot for wrestling. He was dedicated to the company he was in. He got kind of shoved around when he went to WWE finally. And I was getting like he's gotten a very nice run in AEW where he's had some very good matches. He's taken some bumps that he should not have taken. because just purely because of his age. He's still entertaining to watch. What character, and I'm going to say this boldly, what character after all these years is so like otherworldly, if you will, entertaining to watch, where it's a character, not like John Cena? That's a person.
It's a person. Okay.
Like
okay. I get what you're saying.
So like,
because
you know who's not? You know who's not? The Undertaker. It just seems forced. The Undertaker's gimmick seems forced now.
The Undertaker also stopped having good matches 6 years ago.
I'm not even talking matches. I'm talking pure gimmick. It stopped being entertaining outside of, oh my God, it's The Undertaker. But then like Sting can still captivate you. I don't know.
Undertaker, I'd say, stopped when the streak broke, and we can't say who broke it. Like it's at that point I feel like it started to go downhill because that was part of his lore.
No.
It
went downhill when he became the American Badass and stopped being the Dead Man.
Can I take a stab in the dark of characters who've just like encapsulated me? Bray Wyatt's the Fiend. The booking,
do you think
the booking? No, but the character, I was drawn to it. You had
sure, but
to
do you
like
think in 20 years.
Oh no! Sting takes him on that. I'm just making a comparison of the fact,
but
how Sting is just always there with his
character.
But I'm
not saying just the character. I'm saying over this long period of time, like okay, so like I'm thinking of wrestlers from back when they had characters, like Sting, like Undertaker, like.
You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? Half the guys that played those characters, your Doinks, your Road Warriors, your Macho Mans, Berserkers, they're all dead.
That's what I'm saying, though. Even if they were, though, imagine Road Warriors in 2024.
Yeah. But it's also not fair to compare the Road Warriors to Sting because Sting is still going. Sting is giving you a reason to care. Whereas Road Warriors, Animal's been dead for 2 years. Hawk's been dead for 20.
So, but like, use your imagination, Dave. If they didn't die, if they kept going, if they took this time away, if they switched here or there and did this stuff, like Great Muta, I think Great Muta prior to his retirement does it. I think Jushin Liger does it. But it's also, those are more niche characters.
Yeah, I was going to say, not as much here in the States.
Not as much
in
here
Japan,
in the States, like,
definitely.
Yeah, I think like that, absolutely. Tiger Mask, I'm on this fence because that excitement about Tiger Mask has kind of dwindled, and now he's just like the old guy.
But I think part of wrestling today, it has kind of evolved into a more realistic thing. Guys that have characters. People. Yeah, they're people. They're more relatable.
They're people who play a character, if you will, but they're not a gimmick.
Yep.
As much as they were. They're not a clown. They're not a dentist.
Yep.
Like,
Britt Baker.
Which, where is Britt
Baker? All over Instagram. I saw her trying beer the other day. Yeah, I see Britt Baker on Instagram all the time. I don't know why she's not on TV. But real quick breaking news that I saw Mr. Barkin post in the VIP group. This Macho Man Brawler buddy is going to get a friend, not at my house, but it could be at your house because where is it? I just had it up.
I haven't seen this yet.
You haven't seen this yet?
No, but it's Sting. I'm assuming.
It's Sting!
Somebody, it's like Sting Week. They're doing a Brawler bobblehead thing, I think, too.
That is the new Brawler buddy, Sting. His head's very square in this photo.
His head's very square in the Brawler.
But there's a little bit of, I feel like there's a slight bit of roundness, or am I wrong on that?
I honestly think that I'm going to be getting rid of that one and replacing it with the new one.
You can get both. It's okay to have multiple.
I need to get rid of that one.
The new one, the new one's obviously much more WCW, and you're doing the old.
That's what I'm going for.
So.
Somebody asked, anyone willing to buy me one? Do I have money?
No.
Sorry, pal. I don't speak broke.
Sorry, pal. Hit up.
I do, and it's probably not going to be.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I may have an extra, and I'm about. Would you really want somebody to buy this for you and then sit like kind of a little weird? Hey, my friend Keith sent me this pillow in the mail. It's so soft.
Yeah, that's a weird like. If you're not the homie, I'm not buying you a pillow.
Yeah.
Actually,
you got to be a special club to get this.
If you're the homie, I'm probably also still not buying you a pillow.
I'd buy you a pillow, Tom.
I still gotta send Nick his
Well, Nick, I don't
know where it is. I still gotta send Nick his Dusty Rhodes brawler.
Yeah. Give me
I was responsible.
I'm finally caught up with shipping out things that I've sold.
If only we had 8x10s that we could, distribute. Just saying.
Lonely.
Let's see. We're only a couple weeks away now from the next Pro Wrestling Crate, by the way. But
yeah, I asked in the Patreon when's that?
I don't think anybody knows it anymore.
When's the All Elite Crate come?
The All Elite Crate should have been here, I feel like. Oh no, wait. Oh no. You know why? We got the Revolution Crate already. That was the one in January. You get the AEW pay-per-view crate, because I may have them. Is this the poster?
So April will be getting AEW N.R.D.
Yes, this is the Revolution 2024 crate. It had the FTR and Edge shirts, the Luchasaurus micro brawler, the Acclaimed scissors that are just open on my desk like a fucking lunatic.
So in April, then we'll get the next one.
Yes, April you'll get Double or Nothing. They usually send it a month before the paper. Yeah, no, because this one, if it ships March 20th, March 20th for Pro Wrestling.
It's still February.
It's still February as a recording, and we got an extra day tomorrow in it too. How do you like that?
I like to post things on Facebook on the 29th because it only tells me every 4 years what I posted.
No, I think it'll tell you. It just tells you on March 1st. I think.
Oh, I don't know. I've never done wrong. I feel like I say this every year and I never actually check. So I don't know.
Get it together, Tom.
I can't, man. I can't.
All right. You know who else can't get it together, Tom? The boys over at Shoot and Shit, because we challenged them to curling last week. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I bought a broom.
You did? I bought a Swiffer.
But not like a regular. No, I bought a curling broom.
Oh, excuse me.
Student loan money came in. I bought a curling broom and I bought curling shoes. I thought we were doing this this week.
I'm ready. I've been training all week. I've been crouching in the position.
Let's see. I'm just curious if whoa. So you can get covers for the curling brooms. One that says "Hurry" and "Hard" on it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the one we need.
If you're not screaming hard in curling, you're not doing it right.
I'm trying to find the broom. I just keep getting the broom covers. There's some T-shirts I like. It Rock On. I like that. Okay, that rainbow one's pretty rad. I like that.
So you're looking at stuff that we can't see, Dave.
I'm looking at stuff on Amazon. I'm so sorry.
And your camera absolutely just got a vignette around it. You just went fisheye mode.
Oh no.
I think we got this curling match. I mean, I know one of our members is a puppet, and relies completely on Tom's hand to control, so that might slow us down a little bit on the.
No, curling. You just imagine Tom on the ground using Harold.
Yeah, listen. No, I would never use Harold on the ground. Gerald, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Wee.
Can Gerald be like in hockey when you have the goon that when things get serious, you bring in the guy that's only job is just to mess up the other team? Is that
why don't we actually bring in the WWF the Goon?
The Goon. I mean, I don't know. We don't have Goon money, but I think we get
I have no recollection of the Goon.
He was in a weird time. It was like when the Stalker was a thing, played by Barry Windham, which is the most random thing. The Stalker was on this. I believe the Stalker, Barry Windham, was on the same Survivor Series team that the Rocky Maivia was on.
Oh, Rocky sucks.
Rocky does suck. There you go.
Are you guys excited for Revolution this weekend?
This past weekend, it was a great show. It was a great show.
Weekend. It's good.
I'll say this.
Did you watch
excited
it live?
for Sting. I'm excited for Darby Allin. I think Sting wins. And they will hold. What's that?
Sting's not Okada.
I think Sting wins and Darby finds a new teammate.
Darby Allin turns heel on Sting.
No.
Because this is too important for Sting to basically pass it to Darby. There's no way, Nick.
Do it.
There's no way, man.
Yeah, no. If Darby was turning on Sting, he would have beat him.
Who would be Darby's partner? Because it would have to be like this would have to be a big deal, and it's not Okada. Like realistically though, like if they win and Darby has to find a new partner, who would be like Raven?
Raven?
I don't know. And then Raven retires, and then Darby has to find another new partner.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know why, but
I don't to retire.
Maybe I'm wrong, but Keith Lee popped into my head because I can just see Keith Lee picking up Darby and using him as a lawn dart as a weapon.
Will Ospreay.
No. Yo. I'm so excited. I am so excited for Will Ospreay in AEW.
I am too. It made me super excited tonight.
The fact that man said I look like Kermit the Frog on leg day.
Honestly. But was he wrong?
Fucking hilarious.
I wasn't excited about this Takeshita match at all. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. This is stupid.
Yeah.
And the second Will Ospreay came out, I'm like, I don't care who he's wrestling, I'm in. And then the second him and Takeshita looked at each other, but didn't shake hands or hug or anything, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be spicy. I'm going to keep going. Ospreay can't be a heel. He can't be in the Callis family. People love him way too much.
At least he can't be a heel right now. You gotta let the people enjoy it first.
You gotta
get that T-shirt sales money.
Leave the Callis family after Sunday, after last night, 2 nights, whatever. After the pay-per-view, leave the Callis family. I think right now with Kenny Omega being out, Ospreay could be the face Omega that AEW is missing. He can be the face.
Oh my God, I just thought of something.
What?
Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. When Kenny Omega, I don't know why Kenny Omega is not here right now.
Is he hurt? Stupid. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. That's right. Did he have diverticulitis?
Yeah, diverticulitis thing.
He almost died, I thought.
Isn't that what? I don't know if we're supposed to talk about Brock Lesnar. I don't know if that's an okay thing, but isn't that what not took Brock Lesnar out?
Brock had that too. I believe Shane McMahon had it at WrestleMania 34.
Oh my goodness!
I like that. What is Shane McMahon, Brock Lesnar, and Kenny Omega having?
I don't even know what diverticulitis is.
It's like some intestinal thing. I think I could be wrong. But here's my thought: what if when Kenny Omega comes back, if he comes back,
it's a big if right now.
He comes back, joins forces with Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, and you do Kenny versus Will Ospreay in the States. Will Ospreay is the face, Kenny's the heel. Like full-blown cleaner Kenny, Terminator gear, the aviators.
I'd kill for that Kenny back.
The extensions and all, baby.
If hold on. If we're getting Wrestle Kingdom extensions against Will Ospreay,
Tom might even put in extensions, folks.
And
then Kota Ibushi comes out like, you can't do this.
When I first started getting back into wrestling, it was through New Japan, and I saw this Kenny Omega, and I saw his 80s curly mullet with extensions. I straight up showed pictures to Sunrisa and said, do you think I could pull this hair off? And she said, absolutely not.
No.
I don't think she's wrong, but I think I also cut 2 inches off my hair.
Looks so beautiful.
I do think that I could pull it off.
You should do it.
I mean, we do have a big curling match coming up.
Do it for the curling match at the Dome.
Curling and extensions. But then you might have to put your hair up. You don't want to get into. You want it on the ice. You want to slow you down.
Fine. It'll be extensions. It might speed me up.
Wait, I got an idea. What if Harold got the Kenny Omega extensions? I'm sorry, the extension. Doesn't have much hair.
So now that I don't really have too many plans this weekend, I'm going to a wig emporium to get Harold extensions.
Oh man, I can't wait. You're welcome, everyone. New ideas born here on the broadcast.
I'm gonna get Harold's aviator sunglasses, extensions, and a jacket.
Yeah.
But you know what? I must ask that like you need to recreate the two Kenny gifts that I think of. One where he's like on the computer, he just goes.
Yeah, Harold is opposable thumbs, Duck.
We'll figure it out. We'll get him like the tiny hands. And then there's like the one where like he's sitting at like the press conference as the U.S. champion in New Japan. He just goes, like almost as a right. You know what I'm talking about if you looked up Kenny Omega gifts.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kenny Omega as a heel, Terminator, cleaner versus Will Ospreay. You heard it here first. I'm just saying.
Who are some? So we didn't talk about any of this beforehand, but now I'm having ideas. Will's in AEW. We're fairly certain Mercedes is in AEW.
Yeah, they got that celebrity deathmatch logo for
Tama Tonga's WWE apparently.
Yeah.
Shawn Spears NXT.
Shawn Spears is in NXT now.
Yep.
Where's Okada going?
AEW.
Right. He's gonna premiere right after. He's gonna premiere after Monet. Whatever the main event there is, he's gonna be a part of that.
Right.
Because with all due respect to Mercedes Monet, I think she kicks off the show because they're literally telling you in the graphic like it's big business. When you think of big business, you think of Monet. When you also saw they put Boston and it has two S's with dollar signs. It's her hometown. I think they literally like welcome to Dynamite, big business, and you just hear like Monet come out.
And here's what I'm thinking. So I've spent some time thinking about it today. Mercedes and Okada come out together.
Skipping.
Rains money. And they start a faction.
Well, yeah.
Rainmakers. Rain Monet makers.
Honestly.
Makers.
That, and then we need to figure out how to watch Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling on the 31st of March, or whatever the last day of March is, because we're getting Minoru Suzuki versus Maki Ito.
That's going to be wild. Man's going to full on physically hit a woman. She can't wait.
I don't care what day of the week, what time of day. I will be awake watching that live. I don't care what I need to pay, how I need to figure this. I don't give a shit. I will be watching that live because that will be a very strong contender for match of the year. That will be a very strong contender for multiple Herald Awards.
The fact that match is not happening on U.S. soil and at either Joey Janela's Spring Break or Josh Barnett's Bloodsport during WrestleMania weekend is a goddamn travesty.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, like, so Janela's Spring Break this year sold out. No matches announced.
It always does, though. I feel like.
Like, oh gosh, I want to see that match. I want to see that match so bad. I want to go to Japan for that match. I want to go see it. I want to go see it. I want to be there, and I want to go. So give me your money.
Patreon.com/WNRDB, ProWrestlingTees.com/the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. That's nerd spelled NRD. The R is for really handsome gentlemen. Boom. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at WNRDB, the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Follow my DJ page, DJ DaveCTheVoice. Follow Tom's Got Glasses on Instagram. Do you just have an Instagram? Did you make a Facebook too?
No, just Instagram.
Just Instagram for Tom. Follow Nick on the Micro Brawler fan group. He's got over 1,500 fans. It's amazing. Is there anything else we wanted to talk about?
Well, yes, I actually have something I would like to talk about. Actually, I know I don't.
Excuse me. The floor is yours, sir.
I have well, everybody knows that friend of the broadcast, DDJ, had a major announcement on their show last week. That if nobody's watched, spoiler alert, he is stepping back to be more on the production side of the broadcast. And I too have a major announcement, but it has nothing to do with me stepping back. I mean, I might have to step back a little bit for like a week or two, maybe, because bam!
Oh shit!
Baby number 2.
No way!
Let's go!
Yep.
Fantastic!
Yep.
We get to make another angle where Nick gets run over by a car.
And I can even one up it later on this week. We're going to get the blood work back, and we'll know if it's a boy or a girl. So next week on the broadcast, it's the NRD gender reveal.
Oh shit! We can have a gender reveal party on this show.
Hold on. Ask Linda if she wants to come on the show next week and we do an actual gender reveal to you guys, where someone tells me, because you can't trust Dave, the gender of the baby, and we do it.
I don't know if she's gonna wait. She's like really gung ho.
Giant balloon and fill it with glitter and pop it in my office.
What if Linda knows and you don't know, Nick?
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. My gosh! Hold on, you're having another baby.
Yes, I have another baby.
That's twice on this show we've broken this news. This is incredible.
We may be nerds, but clearly, where's Nick? Nick's this way.
Up.
I'm right here.
Right above you.
Clearly, we might be nerds, but clearly, at least one of us is having sex.
Sometimes.
At least once. Twice.
At least twice.
At least twice.
So I didn't. You said like you had an announcement. I just thought we were just gonna like.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I too am gonna take on some responsibility and divvy up Patreon money.
Nick, this is so cool.
This is fantastic.
I wish we opened the show with this.
By the way, folks, make sure now more than ever, buy our t-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com/The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Babies are expensive. College tuition is expensive. Being a dad and replenishing your little BS coffee mug that we all know has whiskey in it, Dad. I know what you did, Dad.
I have an idea.
Lord help me, this baby is due 10 days before Owen's 3rd birthday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait. When is Owen's birthday?
It's pretty close to somebody's wedding date.
Oh, son of a bitch!
We're hoping for an early September birth, so that
son
I
of a bitch child, get out of here! Don't you ruin my fucking day.
I have an idea. We like to compete on the show. Can we compete for one of two things?
Yes.
My first petition is, can we have a competition for naming rights of the child?
There's no way Linda would allow that.
I don't know if that's going to fly with the boss lady.
No, number 2, it's not a competition because as your resident seminary student, I call dibs on being your child's godfather.
Okay.
Fine, I want to be the fairy godmother.
That's an offer that I cannot refuse.
I'm literally wearing a gold watch and an Adidas tracksuit.
Here's the thing, though, pal. As the executive producer of the show, I think that I kind of hold the hierarchy here. And if that kid wants a job on this show so that he can produce for his family one day and provide for them.
You want your kid to go to heaven or hell?
Listen, we're on the Tom Says Highway to Mania right now, so I don't know the difference between that and hell.
I'm saving hell's not real. I'm saving souls.
Listen, I know hell's real. You know why? I know
it's recording this show.
No, it's ranking the Micro Brawlers. So honestly, next week, we're going to have a guest. We might have multiples. You never know. We'll see. Because literally, we tried to get people on this week, and multiple people said, can I do next week? And now we've got a 3rd person on the guest list. So we might have a whole lot of people next week. So
who are you asking on the show, and why am I not informed?
Because I am the executive producer. It's what I do. I am the pulse. I am the heartbeat of America and this show. Okay, pal? It's what I do. So
there's literally only one heartbeat that matters right now, and it's my future godchild.
right here, the one that beats like a champion, because I will be at WrestleMania. You bet that. So congratulations, Nick. That's fantastic news.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. So folks, make sure you give us your money. Patreon.com.
Honestly.
ProWrestlingTees.com.
We'll start a baby
PayPal.
registry.
So yes, give us your money. Follow us on our platforms, social media. And on behalf of myself, the future king, DaveCTheVoice, the former king, Mr. Tom, that says hi, Sasso, Nick Carpenter, Linda Carpenter, Owen Carpenter, and their new child that's on their way. Don't forget to tell your mother you love her every day, because like Kevin Durant said, Mommy, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone. Oh, baby. And God bless America.